Thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast. Today we're featuring a 2017 Land Rover Discovery HSE Lux. This is a single owner, clean title, clean Carfax car. We can finance it through Cuddle. I can put an extended warranty on it. And we welcome trades. It's got 67,000 miles on it, had an $81,000 MSRP, which is $18,000 of equipment on top of the $63,000 base HSE Lux, which is the highest trim standard package that they offer. I have set this, this is currently in off-road mode with the lockers set. So that is the off-road height. It's got what they call terrain response control 2. And this has the capability package, which means it's got the full locking diffs in the center and the back. It'll go anywhere. I'm super impressed with these things. We really like them. You've got upgraded wheels. You have locking hubs on there, locking. You've got a wheel lock to protect them from theft. So if you're not familiar with these, they're definitely worth a look, because in the last 9 months or a year, the Defenders have really dropped this market, and there's so much car for the money, and I have not heard any complaints about them. I personally owned one. I owned basically a 17 car that was just like this, except for it was a TD6. It was actually a woman I was dating, but we had it for, I don't know, she still has it, but and I loved it, she loved it. It was super capable. This has got tow package on it. It's also got luxury seating package on it. So luxury seating, so this is something Rover figured out. This was a good idea, because when you open this, everything in the back doesn't roll out, and in order to drop that, you just hit that, and that will electronically drop that. So this is part of luxury seating package, and this gives you the option of power folding down the rear seats, and that you can do the second or the third row. The third row right now is collapsed, and then you can bring it back into the seating position. It's third row heated seats, second row heated and ventilated seats. This is a sunscreen. This is actually a Land Rover sunscreen, and then you have a cargo cover and cargo nets. So really, really well appointed. We're buying them when we see them like this. You see a lot of these in the SE version, which I would not, just my personal opinion, I don't bother with. I like them when they're built out, because the equipment makes such a difference as far as the driving experience goes. This has all the safety stuff. It's got vision assist, which means it's got surround view cameras. It has heads-up display, automatic high beams. It has adaptive cruise, blind spot, lane change, lane assist, the locking diffs. I mean, it's got center cooler, HID lights. I mean, just everything you would want. And since the Defenders came into the market, and I don't know what it was, but there was a big change about a year ago, and these have totally dropped in value, and they're I think one of the best values on the market, and as a result of that, have gotten scarce. So we were buying or seeing them all the time. Now we don't see them. So you do have a power folding seat. So this is power adjustable here, and then this is to access the back. So that's all power, and then put it back. So you have 3 sunroofs in this car. You have 3-zone climate control. As I mentioned, you do have heated and ventilated seats in the back. We love the saddle leather. I don't, Land Rover does not call it saddle. They've got a different name for that, but saddle is kind of a generic term for the caramel or saddle colored. You have Meridian surround sound, perforated leathers, the indication of the ventilated seats. The front seats are massaging seats. I do have one master key. It's in a rubber protective key holder for Land Rover. So this is, it's passive entry, keyless go, keyless start. There's your passenger side door, that's clean. Passenger side seat is clean. Dash is clean. And the cutout for heads up. So if you're not familiar with this generation Rover, the arrows on either side of the cruise control indicate you have adaptive cruise. A non-adaptive cruise car, these are going to be just blacked out. There'll be nothing there. Of course, this is a heated steering wheel. You have paddle shifter, so this is a upshift, this is a downshift. And in this rig, ironically enough, you probably would use that off-road as opposed to street use. Over here is your onboard computer menu, your ability to change your center console, your display, and then your mode, voice activation and Bluetooth. Automatic high beams, your information for your onboard computer, front and rear wipers. You have a center console, cooler, which is nice. So that's currently on. And then USB jacks, HDMI cables, SIM card, and then power source. This is your train response control. So as I mentioned earlier, I've got it in rock crawl mode and in low range, and that gives you the height suspension at the top. Let me turn on that real quick. So if you go in here, so this is a touchscreen. You've got 4 dots down here at the bottom that indicate where you're at. This is a programmable page that you can customize, and then the rest of this you would just scroll through. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and then the 4x4 information. So this is nice. This will give you a couple things that are interesting. So drive assist is camera, so you've got a front view, a right and a left, and then also the locking diff. So as soon as I put that into neutral, and then as I put that into drive, and then you've got articulation here for your suspension, which is nice. So that will tell you as those are extended where they're at. And then another nice thing about the, and you can see, so that's a surround view camera. You can see the camera view change as I go into there. But you also, you've got pitch and roll stuff on that, which is nice. I mean, I don't know if people actually use these, but that's super important. If you're, let's see, does that change? No. So, and then low traction launch. So like mud, snow, crappy conditions, so that you're not spinning your tires. This has gotten a lot better to use. It's all touch. Well, you can use the controls down below, or you can use this bar, but it is touchscreen, fairly easy to get through compared to what it used to be. Ambient lighting changes the, change that to blue. Bluetooth, I mean, everything else is pretty straightforward. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, seats. So this will tell you, so you're massaging seats. So that starts it. You can see the highlighted seat if you want to change the passenger seat. Yep, and then over here is how you change that. I'm trying to think of anything else. I'm going to switch this back to standard and take low out. And then drop the suspension. You've got 2 glove boxes. You have a glove box down here, so we do have the books. That orange satchel there contains the wheel lock, and you have an upper glove box for storage. I think that's it. The rest of it's pretty straightforward. I mean, you have home link, so 3 buttons up here, programmable for security gates and garage door openers. You do have 2 massive sunroofs, which is really nice for the back cabin area. I mean, I can't say enough about these. It's an $82,000 rig now that's like in the mid to high 20s, and that I don't believe it's for any other reason than just for the fact that the Defender is out, and that has compromised this market. So, and I don't, you know, I think they're both nice rigs. Defender's probably a little more rugged. This is probably a little more luxurious. Maybe depends on the application, but certainly a really, really, really nice around town and highway car. Absolutely love these things, and they'll go anywhere. If you have additional questions or would like additional information, please feel free to contact us, and we can be reached at 503-227-2354. And thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast.